Hey everyone, this is Spec Info and thank you so much for clicking on this video. So today we're gonna discuss on code for linear queue using array. Okay, so let's start with the header file, that is hashtag include_stdio.h. Since we are using a C language, let's define the size. You can define whatever you want. I will define as 10. And let's name the functions we're gonna use in this program. The first one is void enqueue. Enqueue means insert the element. We're gonna use this function to insert the element in a queue. Okay, the second one is void del queue, that is we will use this function to delete the element in the queue. And the last one is display. So these are the three functions we're gonna use. And let's declare some variable constants. The first one is int front and int right. So what is this? The front end and the rear end of the queue, it will be empty before the queue is established, so we'll give is as a -1. The third is we are declaring array of size 10. Let's start with the main function. So first we're gonna declare the variables which we're gonna use in this block of code. Okay, so int x comma ch. X will be for taking input and ch will be used for switch case. So I'm starting with the while loop and I'm keeping condition as 1. When the loop will return 1, the while loop will be exit. Now we want to display on the screen like number 1 insert element in the queue, number 2 delete element in the queue, number 3 display, and number 4 exit. So we will write a code similarly. So the first will be \n, means the new line, number 1 colon insert element. Okay, so we have to do like this only. So the second will be the delete element, so we'll copy this and we will paste below and we will write delete element. Similarly, display the queue and exit the process. Now at the end we will add \n again, so the user can input whatever choices he want on the next line. Now we will take input by function scanf. Okay, and in C language we have to use the format specifiers to take input. So this is the code and semicolon. Now we will make the switch case. So we have taken the input from the user, whether you want to insert the element, delete the element, or display the element, and that is ch. So we will run the switch case with the help of choices user has entered. So let's write the code. This is our first case, and the first case was the insert element, so we'll print that insert, we'll display the insert, and in the next line we will tell that enter the element you want to insert in the queue. Okay, so insert and new line and enter element. So user will read this statement and he will enter the element. So we have to take the input, so we'll again use this scanf function by using format specifiers. And semicolon. So we have taken the input from the user that he want to add this element in the queue. So now we will call the function which we have make for the insert the element. So which is the function? That is in queue, right? And okay, so we will call the function. So we will write in queue in bracket x, as we have declared that we want integer value x for the function. So in queue bracket, inside the round bracket we will write x, which we are getting from the user, and break this case. Now the second case. So instead of writing again the case, we will just copy and paste below it. So this will be a case 2, case 3, and case 4. Okay, so we will start with case 2, and in this we want to delete the element. Before that, let me write all the cases number. Okay, now we want to delete the element, so we don't want the user to say that we want to delete this element, because in queue only the front element is deleted, and at the time of insertion we will insert at the rear end. So we will just call the function that is dequeue, that will delete the element from the queue. Now the third is display the queue. Now again we don't want the input from the user, as he will enter the number 3, we want to display the queue. So we'll just call the function display round bracket and break the case. Now at the 4, when the user want to exit, he will type 4, and what we will do, we will just return 1, as we have taken the while condition, as when the one is encounter, just exit the loop. Okay, so we will type return 1. Okay, so when user will type 4, this code will return 1, and our while loop will be out. Now we want to make functions which we have declared before, so let's write the functions. Okay, so these are the 3 functions we have to make. So first one is for insert the element in the queue, so we will start. So before we enter the element, we have to check whether the queue is full or not. If the queue is full, then we can insert the element, right? So we will take the help of if condition. So we will check if rear end of the queue is greater or equal to the size minus 1. So size is the maximum size we have declared, that is the maximum amount, maximum space the array can hold. So we will write size minus 1. Okay, we know the size of the array is the length of the array minus 1, so we will make use of that. If that condition satisfied, then we will print that the queue is full, and the condition satisfied is called overflow in the technical language. So we will write overflow, now semicolon. But if the queue is not full, there is space for element to insert, so we will write else we want to insert the element. So what we will do, as we have to enter the element at the rear end of the queue, we will first increment the rear end. So rear is equals to rear plus 1, that is already one element is at rear, that is previously inserted element, so we have to go to the next block of the array. So we will write rear plus equal to 1, so it will increment the rear by 1. Now we can insert the element at the rear end. So we will use the array, that is queue. In square bracket we will write rear, which is the position where we have to insert the element, and the element we have to insert is equal to x, which we are getting from the insert, okay, at the case number 1. Okay, now now we have to use another condition, that if the front was equal to minus 1, so that is the queue was previously empty, so we have to give front equal to 0, that is we are incrementing the front at the position at 0th position. Now we will write for delete queue. Now for deleting element, we have to first check whether the queue is empty or not. If the queue is empty, then we can't delete any element from that. So we will check front is equal to minus 1, that is there is no element at the front, so we can also delete that. So we will write that the queue is empty and the condition satisfied is underflow in the technical language, so we will also display that underflow semicolon. But if there is a queue, if there is an element in the queue, so we have to delete that, okay, whichever element at the front position, so we have to delete that. So what we will do else. So before deleting element, we will first print that we are deleting this element for the acknowledgement for the user, okay. So we will make use of function printf, that deleted, okay, deleted element is percentage d q in square bracket front. Always remember that we are deleting element in the queue which is at the front position. Okay, now we are take help of if condition, that if the front is equals to rear, means only one element is present in the queue, then we will simply set front and rear at the initial position, that is front equal to -1 and rear equal to -1. That we have first initially we have declared that outside the main function, if you remember. Now else, if this condition not satisfied, then what we have to do, just increase the front from 1, that the previously front will be removed and the new front is the next element of the previously front. Okay, hope you are understanding. Now we are make the third function, which is the display. Now for display we have to again check whether the element is there in the queue or not. If there is no element, then we can't display anything. Okay, so we will check first, that is if front is equal to -1, that is no element present at the front position, there is no element in the queue, so we will simply write we will simply write queue is empty and the condition is underflow. So we'll write that empty comma underflow. Cool. Now if there is an element in the queue, so what I will do, else if there is an element, so we will make help of the for loop, take help of the for loop. So we will take help of one variable, that is I, which will travel or traverse in our queue and display each and every element accordingly. Okay, so we will set first I equal to front, that is at the first position, and we will travel in the queue till the I become greater than to the rear, that is front to the rear we are traveling with the help of I, and we will take help of post increment, that is I plus plus. Okay, now if the condition satisfied, that is I is less than equal to rear, so what we will do, print, take help of print function, printf, and we will print the element, that is, and for the nice looking for the good look, we will take help of arrow, that our every element we will be look like the train compartment. Okay, so we will take help of arrow and we will print queue front. Whatever element is at front, it will print that element, and it will show again arrow and then print again next element. So this is our code, which is very clean and easy to understand code. Hope you are understanding each and every part of the code. Now let's now the time is to save the code and compile it. Before that, let me give the command that this code is linear queue using array. Now this is the code, and now save the code. Save the code and compile it. Okay, now let's see. Okay, there are 3 errors. Let's see. The first one is dq. What is the element? Okay, so dq was not enter. Let me see what was the function. Yes, so we have declared the function as del q. So we will write del q. So L was missing. Okay, now save the code and compile it again. Let's see what the next error comes. Okay, so we have forgot to delete erase that semicolon, so we'll now save the function and compile it. Okay, one more error, front. Okay, the spelling of front is wrong, no problem. Okay, so this small mistake happens, it's okay. Now you can see the code is running, and let me maximize it, and it is displaying as we wanted, that is first, second, third. So we will first enter the element, that is 1. Now we will again enter the element 2, again 3, and now let's display the list of queue. This is our queue, you can see, and arrow looks good. in this queue. 1 2 3 4. Now let's delete the element. So it will delete element at the front position, that is 2. So let's see it is working properly or not. Now let's display the screen. Okay, so 1 has been deleted. Okay, cool. Now we will exit the code. 4, let's give the 4 and exit it. So this is how our code will work. And that's all, guys. If you find this content useful, then subscribe my channel, like my video and share my video. Thank you so much.